Hi there, and welcome back to Grammar with Kelsey. Today, we're taking a look at a new verb tense called past perfect. And if you remember some of our grammar terms, right? Past, before now, perfect, finished, right? Past progressive, still happening, right? But past perfect, finished. Let's take a look at the grammar. How does the past perfect compare to other past tenses? Here we have she was hungry. Right? When does this happen? Right? We use simple past, right, to talk about one event that happens in the past. Right? So she was hungry. Okay. What about this one? I haven't eaten yet, so I'm still hungry. Right? Haven't eaten, still. We use the present perfect, right, to talk about actions that started in the past, may or may not still be true now, right? I was hungry before, I am still hungry now. I haven't eaten, still haven't eaten. Today, we're looking at this one. She was hungry because she had not eaten, right? She was hungry because she had not eaten. This one is called the past perfect. We use this to talk about multiple events in the past, right? Maybe we are telling a story. Maybe we're talking about a movie and what happened in the movie, right? So when we want to talk about multiple things that are all happening in the past, we use the past perfect. Let's take a closer look at the grammar. So for past perfect, we have our first event, right? The earliest event. We use had plus the past participle, right? Our PP. Okay. So had eaten, right? Had gone, had seen, had read, had studied. This is the first thing that happened. Then for the second event, we use the simple past. Right? So went, read, go, or went, ate. Let's see some examples. She had left by the time I got there. She had left by the time I got there. So what happened first? We have left and got there, arrived, right? How do we know what happened first? Well, had plus our PP. So this happened first. She left before I arrived, right? What about this one? She did not know what to do after she had lost her passport. She did not know what to do after she had lost her passport. Right? So, what happened first? Not knowing what to do or losing her passport? This one, because had lost, right? This tells us she lost her passport first, and then she did not know what to do. Okay? We can use other words like because to show cause and effect. She was upset because she had missed her flight, right? This happened, so this happened. She missed her flight, so she was upset. Because he had stained his shirt, he was late to the party. Right? Because he had stained his shirt, he was late to the party. So he stained his shirt, Staining his shirt caused him to be late to the party. Right. You'll notice something with because. This is a dependent clause. If it comes first, you need a comma. If it comes second, you don't need a comma. Right. This will happen with a lot of our adverb phrases, which we're seeing next. So we can use other words like when, by the time, after, and before to make the order of events clearer. When she got to school, class had already started. So when she got to school, class had already started. What happened first? Had started, right? But this already helps us see that, right? That class started, then she got to school. She was late. The bus had already left by the time they arrived. The bus had already left by the time they arrived. So what happened first? The bus had left, right? They arrived late. They arrived second. Okay. You can use words like after and before, right, with your past perfect, but you can also use them without it. These words are so clear that you don't need to use past perfect with them. The food came after we sat down. Right? So, what came first? We sat down. We know this not because we're using past perfect, but because after. You can still use the past perfect with after. The food came after we had sat down. They do the same thing. This tells us what came first. This tells us what came first. He ate breakfast before he went to work. What happened first? He ate breakfast. Right? He had eaten breakfast before he went to work. That is also okay. These do the same thing. They both tell us what came first. All right, that's it. I hope you have a lovely day.